Hello dear students, in today's video lecture we will discuss chapter 3rd from Stars Journey to the End of the Earth written by Tishani Doshi. Okay. Students, this write-up is as much educative as a warning signal to the people across all continents and countries. The threat to the existence of the survival of a human race is real. It demands urgent action on a war foot level. Okay. The danger of another war is not causing so much concern as the issues of global warming, pollution of environment, enormous use of limited resources, and overpopulation. The burning of fossil fuels is creating a curtain of carbon dioxide, that is CO2, and holes in the ozone layer above the earth. Any change in temperature is going to affect the Arctic regions, the cyclic climates, and the food chain itself. Okay. A Canadian organization led by Geoff Green organizes ice expeditions to educate the old as well as the young about Antarctica. The group consisted of 54 students who spent 2 weeks there. Okay. They even walked on a sheet of ice on the ocean. Okay. The organization is doing its bit to save the world. Students, let me give you some more information regarding the introduction of this chapter. This lesson particularly revolves around the world's most preserved place, Antarctica. No many people have been there, but out of the few that have, Tishani Doshi is one of them. Okay, a South Indian person who went on an expedition with a group of teenagers affiliated with Students on Ice program who takes young minds to different ends of the world. Okay, thus it gives an insight into how Antarctica is the place you should visit to have a glimpse of the past, present, and the future in its realist form. Students, in this chapter, Tishani Doshi describes the past and the origination of Antarctica, even what a crucial and important role plays. It plays for our life on this earth. Okay, clear? Even she has tried to bring it to our consideration that Antarctica is the best place where we can get to know Earth's past, present, and its future. Okay, clear? Let me show you some more thing and natural scene of beauty. Okay, beautiful scene. Okay, students, here you can see some penguins are enjoying the sun bath on an ice sheet. On an ice sheet. In the background of this image, you can see the snow-capped mountains and partially clear sky. Okay, here and there in the background of this ice sheet, you can see the planks of ice. okay, and blue water is quite visible here. Students, Antarctica is mainly a beautiful place and a big continent of this earth. Okay, so let us begin the reading session of this chapter. Okay, this is the first part. Okay, clear? Please watch this video till the end. So, students, let's begin chapter 3, Journey to the End of the Earth. Before you read, let me ask or let me read these words. Okay, let me take brush for you so that I can underline the words. If you want to know more about the planet's past, present, and future, the Antarctica is the place to go. Bon voyage, happy journey. Here, the writer has made a proclamation. If you want to know more about the Earth's past, present, and future of this planet, you need to go to Antarctica. Okay. Early this year, I found myself abroad, a Russian research vessel, the academic Skolorsky, heading towards the coldest, driest, windiest continent in the world, Antarctica. The author, Tishani Doshi, got an opportunity to go there abroad. A Russian research ship named Academic Skolorsky. Okay, clear? It was going towards the coldest, driest, and windiest continent of the world. Students, here in these lines, the writer has clearly mentioned that Antarctica is the driest in the sense there is less vegetation, okay, and windiest, the fast current of wind keep blowing there, okay, and it is the coldest continent of the world in the world, okay. The temperature is quite low there, okay. My journey began 13.09 degree north of the equator in Madras and involved crossing 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, and at least as many ecosphere. Here, the writer tells that the journey involved crossing 9 time zones. Okay, okay, being the student of or geography, you are quite aware of the time zones. Okay, how they changes and the difference between one time to zone to another. It is quite clear to all. Okay, so the writer crossed 9 time zones and 3 oceans. Okay, it took over 100 hours to reach Antarctica. Okay, clear, and at least many ecosphere. Okay, clear. By the time I actually set foot on the Antarctica continent, I had been traveling over 100 hours in combination of car and airplane and a ship. So my first emotion on facing Antarctica's expensive white landscape and uninterrupted blue horizon was relief, followed up with an immediate and profound wonder at its immensity. Okay, its isolation, but mainly at how there could ever have been a time when India and Antarctica were part of the same landmass. Okay, students, here in this para, let me mark this one for you. Here in this para, the writer has clearly mentioned that he had to travel by a car, airplane, and ship. Okay, the writer even felt relief after such a tedious journey, tiresome journey. Okay, and was wondered at the vastness and isolation of this continent. Okay, the aloofness. Okay, and the utmost silence, quietness, stillness was a matter of wonder for the writer. Clear? Even the author also wondered how, at one time, India and Antarctica they were the part of the same landmass. Okay, millions of years ago, India and Antarctica were the part of the same landmass. एक ही जमीन के हिस्से थे ये. Okay, and this thing would be cleared in this particular para that is called part of history. Here, the writer would tell us the part of history how Antarctica has been originated, okay, and has got separated from India and other continents, okay. 650 million years ago, how many? 650 million years ago, a giant amalgamated means something that is joint. Okay, amalgamated southern supercontinent Gondwana did indeed exist. Okay, centered roughly around the present day, Antarctica. Okay, so here the writer tells us about that approx 650 million years ago, okay, there was a giant means vast, okay, quite big, huge. Amalgamated means combined. There was a combined land mass, okay, that is called southern supercontinent, that name was Gondwana. It did exist then, okay, clear. And if we talk about its existence in the around the present day, okay, it was in the centered and named Antarctica. Okay, things were quite different then. Humans had arrived on the global scene, and the climate was much warmer, hosting a huge variety of flora and fauna. For 500 million years, Gondwana thrived, but around the time when the dinosaurs were wiped out and the age of mammals got underway, the landmass was forced to separate into countries, shaping the globe much as we know it today. Okay, so students, here in this paragraph, the writer has clearly mentioned that 650 million years ago, there existed a supercontinent named Gondwana, centered around Antarctica. Okay, clear. Humans had not arrived till then on the Earth. Okay, clear. And the climate was much warmer than today. Okay, this vast continent, giant continent named Gondwana, it thrived for 50 crore years. Okay, then the dinosaurs, they wiped out they got extinct uh, from this earth, and the age of mammals had begun. Okay, clear? Gondwana landmass broke up into countries, much as we know them today. Means, and there was, if we talk about, there was uh, not a huge variety of flora. Means there was a big uh, variety of huge variety of flora and fauna there on this continent. Okay, it was not so dry as we can see it now. Okay, clear? Okay, let's read the next para, that is this one. To visit Antarctica now is to be a part of that history, to get a grasp of where we have come from and where we could possibly be heading. It is to understand the significance of the uh, Cordilleran Fault, okay, and pre-Cambrian granite shield, ozone and carbon evolution and extinction, okay, where when you think about all that can happen a million years, okay, it can get pretty mind-boggling, okay, clear, students? The writer here explains that to visit Antarctica is to get a grasp of history of human uh, race, okay, its birth, growth, and the likely end, okay, clear? Okay, even it can also make us aware where we have come from, okay, and where we could possibly be heading. हम कहाँ से आए और कहाँ जाएंगे, what would be the end of us ours, okay, क्या होगा. And it is to understand the significance, even uh, it does tell us about the significance of pre-Cambrian granite shields, okay, the ozone and carbon evolution and their records, their extinction, how what result it possesses, okay, and even it would tells us about its origin also. How uh, we'll read this para now from here. Okay, when you think about that that can happen in a million years, it can get pretty mind-boggling when you when the reader tries to think about how can it be it possible that such a giant supercontinent is thrived and gets separated from it. Okay, clear? How it happened to it seems quite mind-boggling. Okay, it is something uh, that even can puzzle your mind. Okay, clear? So here the writer asks us to imagine India pushing northward, jamming against Asia to buckle its crust from the Himalayas. Okay, South America drifting up to join North America, opening up the Drake Passage. Okay, to create a cold circumpolar current. Okay, keeping Antarctica freezed, desolate, desolate, and at the bottom of the world. Okay, so here we should imagine India pushed northward, okay, and hit against Asia, and it formed Himalayas, South America, and also moved off to join North America and created a cold current that kept Antarctica very cold and uninhabited and at the bottom of the world. Students, you might have studied the theory, Wagner's theory in geography, okay, where you know that there was an ocean that is called Thetis Ocean, okay, Gondwana land and Ankar land, okay. When it pushed northward, okay, it then produced a new fold mountain range that is called Himalayas, okay. And for more detail, you should check it on Google or you should ask your geography teacher, okay, clear? So dear students, we will study this chapter up to here. Okay, we will continue its reading session in the next videos as well. Okay, clear? Till then, keep studying and keep learning, beta. Okay, thanks for watching this video, beta. Thank you very much.